I'm JC. This is Nat. Together we've helped hundreds of foreigners get more life for less money by having a retirement in Thailand. Now we've set out on a new adventure with the help of Danoi, Kakao, and Gopher. Together, join us on our journey while we turn this into this and make a food forest and help make Thailand green again. So let's have some coffee and talk. Right? Yeah. Today is another big day. Why is it a big day? Why? Good question. Anybody that's been following our channel knows that we put the kitchen up on our little house. We put the floor in, but we had a freak winter storm and it rained for days. Why is that important? Because it reiterated something that we wanted to do that now we have to do because the rains are coming. It's Songkran in how many days till Songkran? 9 days. Songkran's coming. That means the beginning of what happens at Songkran? It rains. Starts the rainy season. But it already started raining and it poured. And it reiterated some things we have to do on the property. One of the things that's real important is see this? We need to block this up, to strategically block this area from the wind, the rain, and the snow. Himak, right? Just seeing if you're paying attention. Mami himak. Sun in the morning. You can see the sun comes in here, so we got this up to protect the kitchen, keep it cool from the sun that comes up in the morning. Now as winter comes, it gets even more sunny. Now summer's coming, so it won't be quite as sunny in the morning. But we want to block this up so we also can get some more shelf space or storage space, possibly even get the refrigerator out here that's inside. So this is going to be blocked up with a, well, I won't tell you what's going to be up here to allow the wind and the sun to come through, but it will go all the way to that little beam or support you see going across there. So this will be like this L shape right here, blocked up, and another one over here where you see the shoe rack. From there it's going to go up to there. So the materials are on their way. They should be here in the next half hour, and then the workers are coming and we're going to get some walls up. That's one thing to check off the list before the rains start. So somebody's hungry, right? You got, and we're going to cook up some breakfast and try and get everything set up for when these guys come, because they're going to be cementing some block and things here, so we need to get this area ready for them. But we need food first before the truck comes to deliver the materials and the workers come. So see you later, alligator. Truck has arrived and we need to show them where to put the materials, and then we can call the workers, tell them head on over. Nat will be telling you about how much all this is going to cost. Right, Nat? Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure you've heard the expression, man plans and Buddha laughs, right? You didn't hear it that way? Well, I amended it. So, I told you we were going to have the walls put up in the kitchen. We'll talk to Nat about why that didn't happen. But it allowed us to have free day. And so with the free day, who's that? Mr. Gopher Man. A lot of people think I'm saying gopher. Gopher. Gopher is frog in Thai. That's Gopher Man. You've heard of Spider-Man, Batman. That's Gopher Man. Look. Even got his cape. Anyway, so we had a free day, right? And so I told Nat, I want to switch, now that we're going to stay in Buriram, switch from Thailand Immigration Office to Buriram Immigration Office. And you hear horror stories about some of these immigration offices, and Buriram just opened a new immigration office. So I told Nat, we have a day off, the workers aren't coming, let's bolt on over to Buriram, which is about an hour from where we live, and see what we're going to have to do to comply. And I don't want any surprises, right? So we get to the new immigration office and walk in. Guess what? I was surprised. These immigration officers, it's a little office, small office. There was, I think, one other person there. And one of the supervisors, Nat knows her name, came up and asked what we were going to do. Oh, if you're wondering about the jacket too. Actually, we had freak cold front come through, and that's what caused the damage to our shade house and stuff. And it was cool. Actually, we went and got our winter stuff, our blanket and a couple jackets and stuff, because it's been cool. It warmed up a little bit last night, but still was about 26 at night, so it's real pleasant at night. Anyway, but that's not why I have the jacket on today. I bought these real lightweight jackets to keep the sun off my arms, because you know, from sailing as a kid and stuff over all the years, the skin on my arms not looking so good. So I'm trying to protect myself with the jacket, and I'm not a big fan of SPF lotions. So anyway, that's why I got the jacket on. And you're thinking it's really hot? It's really pretty thin, and so it's not so bad. But anyway, yeah, I was surprised at the immigration office. You know, it was real small. We walked in, found it on Google Maps, walked in, and the supervisor, the lady, Nat started talking to her. She was so nice. Now, I have about 6 weeks before I needed to do my renewal for my extension for my visa, and the immigration officer asked Nat, you know, why'd you come in, blah, 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 we're just checking, we want to know what we need to comply and all this stuff. She goes, why don't we just do it now? I said, huh? She says, do you have your bank book and stuff? I said, yeah, I have the bank book, but I need to go to the bank, get a statement, and we're changing the address, and it's going to be Nat's address, because this is now Nat's address formally. We actually have a number now, and we're going to use that for the address for immigration. But her book, we didn't think we were going to be doing the immigration stuff, so the book was in the house here. And so we had to come all the way back to do that, go to the bank, get a bank statement and the bank letter that you use for immigration. We tried to do all that and get back before they closed. And I think we got back about 3 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, to the immigration office after running and going to do the bank and get the house book and all this stuff. And of course, usually you go into an immigration office, you have copies, and you got to make copies of almost every page of your passport and the bank book and what else, all sorts of stuff. And then we're going to need copies of Nat's house book. All that needed to be copied. And I remember the last couple years when I'm doing the visa renewal, they have the electronic digital camera right on the desk of the immigration officer. So I'm thinking, well, I don't think I need the photos anymore, the actually hard copy photos that get attached to the application, TM7. Anyway, we got in there at 3 o'clock with no copies of anything and no pictures, and the girl was really helpful, said, you have a picture to put on this? I said, no, I don't have a picture. She goes, oh, we can do that for you, but it'll cost some money. And okay, well, whatever, we're here. We already ran back here, so we hour to get there, hour to get back, hour to get there. So we already had 3 hours into it. And so I said, okay, no worries. I'll go ahead and pay the cost. What was it? 30 minutes later, I walked out with my Visa renewal. They took the pictures, actually gave me a whole stack of pictures, made all the copies, everything for an extra $300 baht, which is $10. Amazing. These people were so helpful, so nice at the immigration office. A very pleasant experience. So Buriram Immigration Office, I give you 2 thumbs up. If I wasn't holding the camera, I'd give you the other thumb, but 2 thumbs up. Very well helpful. So anyway, update on, I left you in the last video with the storm that blew down my shade house out here. Actually, I don't know if you can see it, we still have the poles in for where we're going to do the hydroponics, the hoop house, but I haven't got any hoops up, no roof yet. And with the wind that's been blowing, I haven't attempted that, and I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to go with PVC or metal conduit. If I go with metal conduit, I'm going to have to bend the pipes myself and create a bender to bend them. So that's in the works. We need to do it because we have seedlings and stuff we need to, most of them died because it took too long to get them growing because we didn't have a hothouse to do it. But anyway, that's on the list of things to do. But this one got blown down. I left you with this last time when the storm was howling and we lost the poles and everything. Well, I've got the poles re-cemented in, and the wind, we have a wind, as you can probably see from the hood blowing up on my head. We have wind today, so I don't want to try and attempt to put all that shade cloth up in the wind. And that was the immigration was the day they didn't come to do the wall. So we figure, okay, we're done deal. We got that done. We're ready for the workers to come. Next day, did they come? TIT. This is Thailand. You can expect this. So anyway, so we have extra time now. They say they're coming tomorrow. We'll see. But in the meantime, because we had those rains, I really have a few things that I need to do or want to do before the rainy season goes full swing, which is coming soon. Like I said, this was a freak winter storm. But the rains usually start about Songkran, which is about April 15th. I always say the hot, dry, smoky season is usually from Valentine's Day to Tax Day in the USA. So it's rolling up here fast. We've got about another week or so before the rains should officially start. But when we had that storm, it reminded me, this clay soil, when it gets wet, it's muck. It's like Georgia clay. You sink in it. There's still places here that are soft. As I'm walking, and the rains were 4 days ago, 5 days ago maybe, something like that. And it's still soft in some places, but in other places it's like a rock already. But it reminded me, I want to have walkways because when it's raining, to walk around the property is really difficult. You sink, you slide, and everything. So one of the things was around the pond. So today, check this out. I'm trying to create a walkway. Now, I want the walkway to come around where we're going to have the house here. This is the slab or the raised area to put the house later. Hopefully, I'm going to do a cob house or something like that. But anyway, around this side, and then around some of these trees, curve around, and then go up to the pond. Now, I put in temporary stairs here. I need to cement all this stuff in. And then we've started digging into this, and like I say, some areas are really solid as a rock, really difficult. Other areas are still soggy and you actually sink on them when you walk. But we're going to try and create a walkway, right, Nat?
Yes.
Yeah, and if you're wondering what Danoi's doing over there, she's actually planting Wedelia cuttings, because when we were in Bangsapan, let me show you this. When we were in Bangsapan, I saw this Wedelia. I said, oh, that's pretty. It's got little yellow flowers and stuff. And we pulled 4 little tiny pieces. We brought with us 4 pieces that were probably about this big. And I had Danoi go around the edge here and plant them. Actually, we probably maybe had about 6. But as you can see now, check this out. There was one there, one down in here somewhere. Check this out though. It's a great ground cover. Matt's not a big fan because it grows prolifically in places she doesn't even want it to grow. But check this out, all the way down here. So we're having Danoi today planted around the sides where we didn't plant it before, and hopefully get some ground cover over some of this clay. And but I want a walkway here, so we're not exactly sure what the walkway is going to be made out of yet, but we're trying to smooth it out. You know, I saw it in China. They're selling these. I don't know if they're silicone or what, but they're forms that you pour cement in, and then you have a pattern. It can look like wood or like stone or whatever. And we'd like to have this walkway along here. Hopefully I'll have a chicken tractor, so I won't have to keep walking all the way over to the chicken house over there, the chicken coop, along the border of the rice fields there. And it'll be back there over by the house. Actually, I'd like to have the chicken tractors out there in between the driveway and our gardens. Hopefully I won't have to walk to the coop, but I would like to be able to walk around here. And so she's planting the ground covers on the outside. We got some coconut palms and stuff. Our bananas haven't done too well over here. They don't like this soil. This palm didn't like the soil, but these other ones did. But we're trying to have a walkway that goes all the way around this. And I would like to have, and I talked to the workers who are coming to do the wall about, hey, well, look at the bird behind him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at the little chicken. Be careful. Be careful of the little chicken. Did he bring the little chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, he brought it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, one of the other things I want to do, speaking of the pond here, is we've got 4 cement poles that, if you see way over there, we have my canopy or topper. See that over there? On 4 cement poles that were here. I just got it off the ground when we originally started this project. And I would like to actually put them in over here and put a little walkway, like a dock, extending out just over the edge of the pond here, so we can feed them or eat out here or whatever. So that's in the works as well. But anyway, let's talk to Nat for a second. So Nat, why did people say they couldn't come do our work?
Oh, the first day they say the motorcycle broken.
Motorcycle was broken.
And second day he say somebody dead.
Another one bites the dust, right? Somebody passed away. And tomorrow he said he's going to lose his buffalo and have to go find it, right?
Maybe drink alcohol too much.
Yeah, drink too much, yeah. Anyway, and so the materials to build the wall, we have blocks, cement, sand, and steel. What that cost? How much?
3,000.
About $100, a little over $100. And then we bought. Should we tell them already? Yeah, okay, we're gonna tell them. We bought a window. We're gonna put a window on one wall and some glass block for some extra light and some color. And how much did those cost? The window was $2,100, which is about $70. And what was the other? The glass block?
Yeah.
I forget how much that was.
About
one block was $179 a piece or something like that. Anyway, so we got those, and so we got all the materials, right, ready to go. And then for them to put up the wall is going to be 4,000 baht. So that's $130 or something for them to do the labor. So we're waiting on that. And in the meantime, this is what's happening, and we'll be showing you the outcome. Tell him to be careful with that little chicken. He's swinging that little guy around. You're gonna kill that guy. And not looking too good now. Mao. You think it's? Yeah. Anyway, that's the deal. And by the way, this is Nat. If you don't know who this is, with the hey, there she is. Okay. Well, that's the update for now. See ya. Selling. What are we selling today, Nat? Selling rice. And that guy's going to check out what kind of rice we have. We weighed ourselves coming in on that scale over there, and this is where it's ending up. We're not sure how much we're going to get per kilo yet, right? He's testing now.
กิโลเท่าไหร่ดูนี่ค่ะThe right beautiful ก็กิโล12 บาท12 บาท
12 baht per
กิโล
12 baht per kilo. Wow,
Beautiful life.
that's not much. Wow, 12 baht per kilo. Oh, so he's putting it through the machine right now to see what it looks like. If the rice isn't beautiful like you, how much is it? Maybe 10 baht, huh? If it's not beautiful rice. It looks beautiful, but they want to see what it looks like inside. If it's nice and white, right? And we got 8 bags, so it's not going to buy a lot. Let's see what he says. $12.4 baht per kilo. How many kilos you think we got? It's a lot of rice, huh? Nat, we had 8 bags. How many kilos you think we had in 8 bags?
Maybe, I don't know.
Each bag weighed about, I don't know, 70 or 80 pounds. Huh?
Put the link you told me.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. So 70 or 80 pounds is how many kilos? Okay. Let's see. 2.2. I don't know. How many kilos you think we had? 8 bags of the rice. Those bags are heavy. I could pick one up, but it really takes 2 people to move them around. I think we have about 400 I'd say 500 kilos. Let's see how close I am. 500 kilos. Well, Nat, I said 500 kilos. How many we got?
315 kilo.
315 kilos. I wasn't even close. I said 500 kilos. 315 kilos. All right, well, there you go. That's how you saw rice in Isan, right?
Yeah.
First
time for me too.
First time for Nat too. Yeah. So, and that now you can actually go take the rice and have it shucked and have white rice. And do they sell the white rice or only this way? Do they sell it the rice?
That white rice is still
you don't sell it to anybody, you sell it this way. Okay, well, there you go. Selling rice in Isan. Master, what's that sound?
working.
Working? Somebody's working on our house?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's exciting. So we're in the car.
Yes.
And why are we in the car, Nat?
We just go buy something for the working.
Where they put the wall up is exactly where the rain comes off the roof. So we're trying to get a flashing, what we call flashing. That'll cover the end of the roof where the rain will come down. So we're off to do that and then take that back and give it to the guys that are working. Because today they did the walls yesterday.
Yes.
Put in a window, which is real cool, right? A window with some structure block above it. And all that's done. So today they're putting on the external coating, cement coating. I forget what you call it now in English. But what do you call that with the cement on the outside that you can paint?
Chop.
There you go. And so they're doing that, and they're going to be done pretty quick. And so we need to go get this thing and give it to them so they can put it on before they finish. Let's go get this piece for them and get it back.
Let's go.
So we went into the local town and bought flashing. There it is. Oh, he's got it. And we got wood color, which was double the cost of just metal. And we actually got these cement cylinders, which I'm not sure they're actually used. Why do they actually make these? Not to plant in, for the toilet, for the septic tanks. But we get them because we see for decades they've been planting plants in these, like trees and stuff. So they're like planting beds. You can adjust what kind of soil you want in there, so you get the right soil for whatever the plant is, and then it eventually can grow through the bottom because the bottom's open, the roots can go out. So these ran 90 baht, $3 a piece, and our flashing was, started out we ordered the metal, and I said, Nat, we only got one piece, why don't we make it look like, you know, like wood. I didn't realize this one is black, and you said black this morning, and I was like, why would you get black? Well, I see that the house actually has black on it. But now, so I know why you said black. But we got a wood grain to match the wood grain, and it originally, if it was just metal, now it's only 1 meter 90 centimeters.
96.
196. It would have been how much just in metal?
190.
190, almost 200 baht. And we got the wood. I said, now let's get the wood. It was
We give her more 130.
and another 130 baht, so almost double. Anyway, that's what we got. They're just finishing up the walls, putting the plaster on there so that we'll be able to paint it later. Good morning. 7 a.m. First day of Songkran. I want to wish you happy Songkran. And as you can hear, the monks are chanting happy Songkran. So it's Songkran Day. Happy Songkran again. And going to check on the chickens. So I have the chicken food for them. And sort of bad news to report about the chickens. One of my chickens started making this funny sound. The only way I can describe it is like a gurgling sound. And I thought, well, it's just chicken talk, you know, just the way chickens make noise, this particular chicken. Then, like yesterday, when I went to check on the chickens, actually the night before, I check on them twice a day. The night before and yesterday morning, when I went to check on them, I thought, well, I wonder if a snake's around or something, because they just weren't acting normal. They usually greet me right at the door, and they're anxious to get out, you know. And they weren't, and they were just hanging out inside the chicken coop, and they came out, but they were lethargic, and they just weren't normal, right? So yesterday afternoon I Googled the gurgle sound of the chicken. Turns out that you could have like a respiratory infection, and which is contagious, and or this gape worm, which is a parasite. And I figured, uh-oh, that's the ticket. That's what's wrong with my chickens. And it's spread from that one chicken to all the chickens, and that's why they're all lethargic and not feeling good. You know, they're under the weather. And so what I did was went to the local feed store and got some It's the equivalent of erythromycin to put in their water, and also a tablet, some tablets where I took half of one and gave it to the one chicken who's making that gurgling sound. And this is the first time I'm going to check on them since I did that last night, and so we'll see if they're doing any better, and if the antibiotics are working on some chronic. I would hate to get over here and have dead chickens. That wouldn't be a good way to start the Thai New Year, would it? So let's go check them out. Like I say, as I approach, usually you can hear them squawking because they see me, and they're at the side of the pen, the coop, waiting for me. Oh, look at this. Wow. Ah, they're feeling better, I can see. Look. They're at least on this side of the chicken coop. Good morning, girls. How you doing? You feeling better? I can see some are feeling okay. Yeah, they're looking a little bit better. So hopefully the antibiotics are working. But, we'll let them out. Let them. Yeah, see, that's a normal sound when I come. They're like, okay, let us out, let us out. So we'll give it another couple days with the antibiotics in the water and see how they respond. But I can tell already they're feeling better. The girls are almost back to normal. So my first good thing for the Thai New Year. Hopefully the rest of the year will go good too. But we're gonna give the girls some food and try and keep them well. Probably won't be eating the eggs for a few days while we're giving them those antibiotics. That's the whole reason of raising your own chickens and having fresh eggs, right? Don't have all the chemicals and drugs and things like that in your food. Anyway, see you. Back at you later. Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.